What is a cloud computing? Cloud computing is, I'm just summarizing all. What is cloud computing? Cloud computing is computing which is done in internet, not on your on-premise. So computing which is done on internet, we don't have to, in this case, we don't have to purchase any hardware, software, OS and anything. So it is available as a services to us which we can subscribe and we can use it. That is cloud computing. What is virtualization? Now people are, without virtualization you won't be understanding what is exactly cloud services. Virtualization is basically virtualizing physical into virtual machine, or what we can call it as virtualization is basically what we can call it as a machine on which we can run different type of OS and application, right? Normally what is happening, clouds are transparent to users and application. They can build in multiple way bounded products in this. SaaS is a model of software deployment where an application is hosted on as a service provided to the customer on internet. What is virtualization? Abstraction of an execution environment that can be made dynamically available to authorized clients by using well-defined protocols. Resource quota, example CPU, memory share, software configuration. Okay, so implementation is basically virtualization is basically abstraction of a physical host machine. So hypervisor interrupts and emulate instruction from VM and allows management of VMs, VMware, XGen, Hyper-V. These are the things. So it's a virtual form of this thing. Now in a virtualization, what happens? Virtualization is a meaning that on a one particular Hyper-V, or you can say VMware, Gen and all this thing. This is a operating system, one small application running on bare-based battle machine. This actually isolates your machines. Normally what happens in without virtualization, you wanted to run an application, you need a hardware first, compatible hardware, then you need a compatible operating system, and then you need a compatible application on that. So the application which is written, it will only work on this particular hardware and particular OS and then particular this thing. So it was dependent on each other. So this dependency is removed by Microsoft in a Hyper-V. Using Microsoft used Hyper-V. So they have used this. Now this Hyper-V is allowing you to run on a single hardware multiple operating system with multiple application. And for example, I mean, if you have a Hyper-V machine, you can install Mac operating system on that. In a guest operating system, I mean in a virtual machine, you can have virtual machine with Mac operating system, Linux operating system and Windows operating system. So all these three operating systems are there on which you can run their own respective application. And what is the advantage happening is now on a single hardware, there is no need of running the application on hardware dependency, and OS dependency is removed actually. So what you are getting is basically your application directly on this you are running. So I mean, as a developer, you don't need to write an application for each and every hardware, each and every operating system. You just write an application which you can just port it on these platform. I mean, you can port it on these OS actually. I mean Linux based OS, so Linux based application will run on that, and Unix based, I mean Windows, Mac based application will run on application this thing. So this is one of the virtual machine. The virtual machines are nothing but these are not having hardware. These are sharing the resources of physical machine like CPU, memory, storage. So these are sharing the machines. These are sharing the application hardware resources, and you are creating a virtual machine. This is the basically virtual machine.